What's up, YouTube? I'm Dr. Will, your manhood grandfather and senior relationship advisor. And I want to thank everyone who subscribed to this channel. I appreciate you, all right? And I want to especially thank everyone who signed up for my Maximizing Fatherhood Masterclass. The knowledge you are receiving to improve your man cute brothers is also laying the foundation to build a legacy of wealth for your family. Brothers and sisters, YouTube is telling me that 75% of you that view my channel have not subscribed. So please help me continue to produce this content by hitting the subscribe button right now. It won't cost you anything, okay? It's free. And I know it's annoying to get those notifications, so you don't have to hit the notification bell if you want to, but please subscribe, all right? Now, I also need you to tell me what you think about the content by making comments and hitting either the like or dislike button. And the more you tell me what you like or dislike, the better the content will be, all right? Amen. Now, today's video is my reaction to a reaction posted by Chisha Zed to a Fresh and Fit video titled, Why Girls Continually Fail to Understand Their Roles. Now, I put the links to the original videos in the description box below. The young woman in the Fresh and Fit video was being interrogated by Hafeez from the roommate, and it appeared to Chisha that she was being successful, but that is because most of you young cats don't have enough experience with women. See, this chick was running advanced game, and neither he nor Hafeez knew it. And you see a lot of young women today were trained by older women, which makes them more crafty and cunning than you young guys. Listen to the woman in Chisha's video, okay? She is telling him that she can see why the woman in the Fresh and Fit video is saying what she is saying, because she was also trained by her mother to think that way.
I definitely, I see her point, because that's something that still is a constant reminder in my brain. It's just like, not that they're going to end up leaving me, but it's just like, I don't want to feel like I am left without just because that guy might be the person that I'm married to might, I don't know, say you got to stick between, give me an allowance for the week or something like that.
The training that young women is getting from older women is putting them way ahead of the game. And the reason why you guys get your clock cleaned by these chicks and you end up being red pill is you like to listen to guys close to your own age rather than a much older and wiser men. And this is why Chisha and Hafeez couldn't recognize the advanced female game. So you guys have to stop rejecting the wisdom of older men because your daddy either left you physically or abandoned you emotionally. And while you stew in your daddy issues, the girls you want you are getting the wisdom of older women so they can play the game better than you guys can. Now, I watched a kitten try to attack a squirrel one day, and the squirrel ran 3 circles around that kitten so fast that the little cat was frozen in place and confused. And this woman ran circles around Hafeez, plays with his head, and he doesn't even realize what she did. Now, how did she do it? Let's talk about it. Let's begin this conversation by watching a little of Chisha's video first. Then we'll watch a little of the debate between Hafeez and the woman in the Fresh and Fit video.
The feminism in her won't allow it.
No. I'll answer honestly.
I want an equal partner.
I'm just as mesmerized by fancy, shiny things as any other person is. I find that sometimes men who have a lot become entitled.
Listen. I just said everything was equal.
Okay, then yeah, for sure the man who has more because my life would be better.
Because you value that more. So what you got to understand is women who think independence, you like that in men.
Yeah.
A man being independent, a man not needing you, a man to be able to take care of his stuff on his own. That's what you value in men. Men don't want that in women. Because the reality of the matter is, when a woman is really turned on by a man, when a woman is really in love with a man, when she really respects him, she becomes utterly dependent upon him because she does not want him to leave.
So here's what I don't like. My biggest fear is to lose my independence and to rely on somebody else. Why are men so intimidated by the idea of coming home to a independent woman?
We're not intimidated. It's
I
a
would
headache.
think that an independent woman, like independence is an attractive quality.
No.
How would you define independence?
I mean, in simple terms, a woman who doesn't need a man, but wants a man and wants to be also, I mean, I can provide in my own ways and the man will provide in his own ways. However that dynamic works, it'll like my biggest fear is to lose my independence and to rely on somebody else. I don't want to rely on anyone. I wasn't brought up to rely on anyone. And I think it's unhealthy to put yourself in situations where you could potentially be left with nothing.
But that, or they've seen a woman being in an unhealthy situation, and now their fear is the worst case possible scenario.
So here's another worst case possible scenario.
But but you do not see how living like that is a problem.
I do understand. I completely agree. But I do think that there's a place for responsibility. And women in relationships, because there is a power dynamic, oftentimes can be put in situations where they can't get out.
Notice how she is doing all the talking, all right? And that's because these chicks probably huddled up before going in the room and agreed that she was going to take the lead. The reason that the guys at the Fresh and Fit video created this clip was to show that the woman did not understand that she couldn't be independent and have a husband. However, since she is cunning, she was able to skillfully switch the subject to fear. See, she is running advanced game so she could not allow Hafeez to see that he was right. Otherwise, he might have figured out the game. And it appears that many modern women have been conditioned to create an illusion and a diversion during debates with men about marriage and relationships. And in this case, the woman diverted the conversation and made it about fear. And why? It's because she didn't want the guys to see the reality that women are always positioning themselves to be compensated financially if the marriage or relationship doesn't work in their favor.
I want to go eat, and I need a company. I was just saying, if you would you mind joining me, or?
Well,
we're just gonna go eat. That's it.
I understand, but you know what? I'm kind of busy right now, so.
Hold on, I'll call you back. Hey.
Is this your car?
Huh?
Is this your car?
Yeah. So,
I would like to have more pictures.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you say you're new in the town?
Yeah.
And you wanna go to eat?
Yeah, I don't know anybody over here.
You don't know anybody? No. How come with this car?
Yeah, you wanna go eat?
Let's do it.
Okay, hop in.
Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you doing?
We're gonna go eat, actually.
Hey, let me join, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll follow you. We're in the car.
Yeah? Yeah, that's his car, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's his car?
Yeah, he was letting me borrow it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'll follow you, bro. So
Yeah, okay, just follow me.
Do you mind if I go with him?
No, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. She's gonna roll with you then, I guess.
I see you over there.
You sure you don't want? Okay, that's fine. She's gonna roll with you then. Alright. Okay. Alright.
You know what? I kind of feel bad for him. So.
But you say you want to roll with me, no? You don't?
But I changed my mind. Now I'll go with him. Okay? So, sorry.
I mean, I guess.
See, they try to make us believe the lie that they are vulnerable because a man could leave them with nothing. They play that game because they know that you will try to prove that you will protect them. Therefore, it's easy for them to set you up to take half of everything because they also know that the courts are already set up to give it to them. If a woman ever says to you that she doesn't need a man, her words will have a negative impact on your life. So you have to get up and leave without saying another word, all right? If you try to nail her down to be clear about what she just said, she'll run you through a rat maze of twisted logic, all right? Her goal will be to move you completely off the subject so you won't focus on what she said. When a woman says that she doesn't need a man, you have to walk out the door as quickly as you can. And if you're in a moving car, you have to open the door, dive out, tuck and roll, all right? Now, you'll be sore for a few days, but you will have escaped the mental, emotional, and financial injury that she would have caused you. Now, when a woman says that she don't need a man, but a woman that says she doesn't need a man shouldn't have a man, okay? If she doesn't need a man but wants a man, that means that she is selfish and greedy. Only greedy people take something that they don't need. And if a woman takes a man that a woman who truly needs one or wants one could have, it means she's selfish, all right? And people tend to misuse and abuse things they don't need. So since she doesn't really need a man, she would just take him for whatever she can. Most young brothers with YouTube channels have to up their knowledge game. See, they don't know enough about women to educate other brothers on women. And here's a Muppet news flash. The real reason women are hypergamous or want men to make more money than they do is the courts make sure that the man has to maintain her standard of living up to his level if he leaves her. A lot of men let a woman tie them up in their trick bag because they didn't know about this, which is proof that what you don't know can hurt you.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, don't let women bamboozle you into believing that they are afraid that they'll be left with nothing after a divorce. Women are never left with nothing after a divorce. Chisha and Hafeez got played into going down that woman's rabbit hole. Never let yourself get flipped by a woman's verbal judo either, all right? Crafty women know that men hate to hear them talk, so they will hit you with an avalanche of chit chatter to make you give in and let them win. And the guys at the Fresh and Fit channel try to set women up to make them look stupid, but the tables get turned sometimes because they don't know that some of these women are very smart and cunning, okay? And this is the reason why talking to some modern women about relationships and hypergamy is like trying to nail Jell-O to the wall. And why is it that whenever you try to nail them down to a certain point, they always move the goalposts or try to change the issue? It's so that they will never have to admit that you are right. And since too many of you guys get tricked into chasing the squirrel, they make you confused so that you won't be able to see what they did to you. And this is why Chisha's guest kept trying to explain the things that the other woman was saying in order to make her words seem reasonable. See, this chick was running the same game on Chisha, but he was oblivious to what she was doing.
Okay, so again, the way I was raised, I was raised with both of my parents being, on the same level.
Okay.
So was my way of thinking, where it was always
something?
a 50-50.
Can I say something?
It was always a 50-50
Let me
relationship.
say something real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
A guy on Chisha's channel said that submission is just being agreeable. And this is more proof that you guys base your lives on opinion rather than truth and wisdom. Brothers, submission is financial. If more of you guys knew this, you could get a woman to submit to you rather than turn red pill. And notice a lot of women that Kevin Samuels talked to say that they could be submissive to the right man. Then after a few more questions, it always comes down to the men that they can submit to is one who can provide them with a lifestyle of luxury. See, you guys have to get out of the silo of young men's opinions and find out what words really mean. Then you'll be able to listen to women's words more closely. And one of the reasons Kevin Samuels is successful on his channel is he does not allow women to rabbit hole him with their words. Instead, he takes their words and uses them against them.
Because there are people in this world. I will shut this shit down. I won't. No. We don't do that. You talking about the traumas that your grandmother and mother, that ain't your business. That's a problem of parenting. Your mama shouldn't have exposed you to it.
So okay, you're right. I can admit that. You are right.
See, words are powerful and were designed to produce something valuable whenever you use them properly. But words can be used like a powerful weapon by crafty women against men who are unaware of their power. Brothers, have you ever asked yourself why hypergamous women just gotta have a tall guy? It's because many hypergamous women are crafty. You see, most guys think that height is an attribute of men that women are just attracted to. And that may be true for some. However, the more crafty and cunning women have done the research and ran the numbers. See, they know that highly attractive men earn about 12% more than their less attractive co-workers. And several studies have also shown that height and salary are correlated as well. See, taller men earn about 2.5% more pay per inch of additional height. And a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology revealed that every inch of height may be worth $789 more per year in salary. A 6-foot tall man is likely to earn $166,000 more than a 5'5" guy over a 30-year career. And yes, it's true that a lot of women just like tall men because other women will envy them if they have a tall, attractive man. But the ones that are more cunning and calculating, they know that a taller man probably earns more money. Malcolm Gladwell's best-selling book, Blink, reveals that about half of all Fortune 500 CEOs were just slightly under 6 feet tall. And since the average American male is 5'9", that means CEOs average about 3 extra inches in height than most men. But that statistical snapshot hides a starker contrast, okay? Only 14.5% of American men are 6 feet or over. But among Fortune 500 CEOs, that number is 58%. And in the entire world, 3.9% of adult men are 6'2" or taller, but among CEOs, 30% are over 6'2". And ladies whose list of must-haves includes a guy over 6 feet tall and earns 6 figures are describing the type of man that would be a Fortune 500 CEO in the top 5 to 15% of all men. Now, I wrote the following series of questions in a relationship book that I published in 1992, but now all of the so-called relationship experts use them. And I really don't mind if the fake relationship experts teach from my books, but I would just like to get credit, all right? Anyway, those questions are, ladies, if you want a guy who qualifies to be a CEO, why would a guy like him want you? What do you have to offer to a man that ranks in the top 5 to 15% of all men? He can have almost any woman he chooses, so why would he choose you? This type of guy wants a woman who can enhance his image among his peers, advance his career, and increase his wealth. Are you attractive enough without fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake nails, and heavy fake-up to simply stand next to him and advance his image with his peers? Are you feminine enough to cause his bosses to want to elevate him to the leadership level? And what gifts, talents, and abilities do you have that can help him increase his wealth exponentially? Brothers, you can't walk through life like a little kid running around with your nose all snotty. If you don't know what you're doing, you better ask somebody, all right? And that somebody should be an older man who writes books, not one who tries to teach you from books they read. Otherwise, you'll get played by women with advanced game. And sisters, you can't walk around with your heads in the clouds thinking that you deserve a high-value man if your ass is dragging the ground and you weigh more than a linebacker, all right? You have to stop lusting after the top 5 to 15% of men and realize that there are good men out here who are more suitable for you. And I'm not trying to rob you of your hope. I'm trying to stop you from fooling yourself. Sisters, most men are not tall and handsome. However, there are good men, and many of them do earn 6 figures or over as blue-collar workers.
Superstar Seattle, where the high-tech young make 6 figures and up.
Okay, going in.
But you can make that much in low-tech too, says plumber Vinny Spazzari.
Drain cleaning, light plumbing repairs, and that kind of thing. We've got guys making over $100,000 a year. I've got plumbers that work for me today that make $200,000 plus a year.
So why no takers?
First and foremost is the perception of plumbing. Got the cutters right here? Oh, yeah.
Trevor Caldwell is Vinny Spazzari's right-hand man.
There's this stigma that goes along with getting your hands dirty. Just a plumber, not a person, just a plumber. And I don't want to be that guy.
Lots of guys in the trade who are contractors and they're looking for help.
And willing to pay for it.
We've recently raised our rates as a business to $90 an hour, and we are not pushing the envelope. We were $75 a little while ago and $65 a little while before that. It's getting to the point where you probably pay us more to come fix your light switch than you do to go to the doctor.
And according to blackdemographics.com, most of you sisters have no idea what blue-collar guys make because the majority of you are not blue-collar workers. If you are really ready to settle down, then you have to settle down, forget about hypergamy and reality TV type luxury, and select a blue-collar man who can provide for a family comfortably. All right? Amen. Well, that's all that I have for now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video with your family and friends, and I'll be back with something new that nobody told you. Until then, remember that God loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you next time on Maximizing Fatherhood.